Okay, this is cool. 10 smart ways to protect your passwords from any cyber attack. Networks work like this. Your passwords are stored in secured systems with the help of special algorithms. Violators try to access these passwords using different techniques. And over time, their methods have only gotten more and more effective. So how can you protect your private information? Well, avoiding the big mistakes on this list will definitely help you out with that. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss a thing. Alright, number 10. Unsecure Wi-Fi networks. There's nothing more convenient than finding an open Wi-Fi network. Yeah, well, there's nothing more dangerous either. Unsecured Wi-Fi that doesn't require a password to use basically has free access to all your files. As a result, all of your activity can be monitored by a violator on the same Wi-Fi network. And that's how the intruder can get a hold of your private and most valuable information, like credit card numbers, emails, personal photos, and most importantly, passwords. If you absolutely have to use open Wi-Fi, like a public hotspot, just use a virtual private network, commonly known as VPN, to secure your Wi-Fi channel. This way, all of your data will be safe and sound. Number 9. Weak encryption and a Wi-Fi router without a PIN. If you're confused about what weak encryption is, don't worry, you're not alone. Just make sure you always use WPA protocol. It stands for Wi-Fi Protected Access, and is strong enough to prevent any violators from gaining access to your personal data. Keep in mind that this setting can be changed on the router's webpage. WEP protocol, which stands for Wired Equivalent Privacy, is way weaker, so try to stay away from it. Intruders can also use WPS, or Wi-Fi Protected Setup. Its vulnerability allows them to get Wi-Fi passwords even if you use WPA. To fight that, simply turn off the WPS method of authentication on your router's website and you'll be fine. Number 8. Unsecure sites. We all know the danger of those sketchy-looking sites, yet we still click on them anyway, thinking that nothing will happen if we do it just one time. Wrong. Sites without the lock symbol are really suspicious and can be used to get information from your computer without your authorization. This happens with the help of an MIM, also known as man-in-the-middle attack. To put it simply, the attacker secretly relays and alters the communication between people that think they're corresponding with each other directly. Also, if you're dealing with sites that require a login, like bank sites, check for that green bar alongside the green lock. This tells you that everything's secure. Number 7. Unknown programs. The same thing goes for unknown programs. Even if you download them or give them access to your data just once, chances are that your personal information will be violated. Allowing programs that you're unfamiliar with, or whose names you haven't heard of, might seriously damage the security of your computer. If it's absolutely necessary, or you've already made this mistake, you might want to delete that piece of software and run a thorough scan with your antivirus program. This will help you detect any possible problems and deal with them immediately. Number 6. Giving approval to link accounts with unknown sites. Another thing about unknown sites, try not to link your personal accounts to them. Linking your Facebook or Twitter account to a suspicious page is another way to allow the site to gain your private information, which can easily turn against you. There have been tons of cases where people lost their accounts or found out that someone was sending spam messages from their pages, and it's all because of this blunder. Of course, situations differ, but make sure you link your accounts only when it's an absolute necessity. Number 5. Using your cell phone number as your social media login. This is a really popular way to register these days, and almost every social networking site allows you to use your phone number as a login. Unfortunately, Intruders also keep up with the times. In fact, they've found a loophole in Facebook and other social media sites like it to gain access to personal accounts by using the "Forgot Your Password" service. It allows them to divert the messages from your mobile device using an SS7 or signaling system number 7. To protect yourself, don't link your phone number with your social media accounts. Instead, use your username or email address to log in. If you want to register, use your current email if possible. Number 4. Skipping on system upgrades. Every operating system usually gets better with each upgrade. Of course, there can still be some small bugs, but the security system is constantly improving, allowing your computer to stand strong against any attack. That's why using Windows XP or an older version of Windows increases your risk of getting hacked. Microsoft has even terminated security updates for these older systems, which means that your computer can easily be hacked by any new virus or other form of cyber attack. If you still feel like upgrading your system isn't for you, then get a powerful antivirus to protect your computer at least a little better. Still though, might want to upgrade. Number 3. No sandbox. In the software world, a sandbox is a very strictly controlled environment where different programs can be run. If you want to be more secure when visiting scrupulous sites, use a sandbox. It'll restrict the software in a protected environment, allowing only the most basic resources. A sandbox also stops any additional permissions sites try to gain access to, like your computer files or webcam. If you want to visit a suspicious site without using a sandbox, then you might as well just install a virus straight up. A lot of programs are already sandboxed, including one of the most popular web browsers out there, Google Chrome. Another popular browser, Mozilla Firefox, doesn't run in a sandbox though, so if you use it, keep in mind that you need additional protection. Number 2. Suspicious emails and attachments. A lot of cyber attackers use an SMTP, which stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. It's basically an internet standard for transferring emails, but it also allows intruders to insert malicious viruses, spam, and phishing websites onto their victim's computer. It's a little different if you use webmail systems like Gmail or Yahoo Mail. They use their own protocols to access email accounts on their own mail servers. But they still use SMTP when sending or receiving messages from outside their own systems. Protecting yourself in this situation is easy. Don't open unknown attachments, and don't even think about opening emails that look like spam. Instead, first scan the file using your antivirus software, and always check the header of the email. It's better to do a tiny bit more now than regret your laziness later. Number 1. Synchronize data. These days, intruders have all kinds of ways of attacking cloud servers. There's a DDoS, also known as Distributed Denial of Service attack, a man-in-the-cloud attack, and tons of other methods they use to gain access to all your data and passwords. Oh, it's serious alright. Everything in your cloud can disappear in the blink of an eye, and it's almost impossible to get it all back. So make it a strict rule to always back up your data offline in an external storage device like a hard drive or a flash drive. Losing your profile is pretty much nothing compared to losing all your important data. Take some time and make sure that you won't lose anything necessary if your computer or social media account were to be hacked. Most hacker attacks happen because people neglect such simple and common sense rules. Always weigh all the pros and cons before breaking one of them. Is it unavoidable? If yes, then don't be surprised by any unpleasant repercussions that this decision may bring. Apart from that, try to play it safe, and you'll be just fine. So, do you have any tips of your own on how to tackle hackers? Tell us in the comment section below how to be a hacker tackler, and try saying that 5 times real fast. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so that they'll know how to protect their private information too. Remember to always stay on the bright side of life, and we'll see you soon.